Hello, gorgeous soul. Welcome to your weekly astrology. Woo! We may have a blast from the past this week as there's some heavy-hitting retrograde planetary shenanigans which could restore something that is lost. Here's your weekly astrology. Taurus, you wonderful grounded being. This week is very intense, but it offers a lot of resolution, healing from the past, and a sort of opening up to adventure and broadening your horizons. Retrograde Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, is sextiling retrograde Neptune. There may be something that's been, well, let's face it, a lot of things have been put on hold. Maybe something has been put on hold and now it's getting delivered to you. Something that you were meant to do before, but you couldn't because of what's going on in the world, or it just never came off. And it's to do with other people, and it's to do with connections, and it's to do with communicating, and it's to do with joining forces in a way that pushes your life forward, that allows you to expand and to grow and to explore. And it feels quite deep. It feels quite soulful. So yes, in some ways you're hurtling forward, but it's in a meaningful way. You don't just want adventure for adventure's sake. You want to do things that deep in your soul you desire to do and you know that you must do. There's definitely something popping up from the past for you that helps you to broaden and expand and grow. Now, Venus, your ruler, is trine Neptune, the spiritual. And at the moment, you're communicating from your heart chakra. You're communicating from love. You're feeling love in your heart and you're able to talk about your feelings. And maybe in some ways you haven't been fully immersed in your emotions, but this week they are coming to the surface. And actually, intuitively, you may be doing a talk to a group of people. You may be putting something out on the web. You may be sharing something that other people are going to share. It's not a one-to-one thing. It's to do with groups of people, collaborations. And it's really important because you feel it in your heart. It's something you believe in passionately. And this week, I would suggest actually that everything that you put your energy towards is something that is worthy of your energy. So that you do put your energy and your creativity into stuff that's important to your soul. Now, Mercury is opposing Jupiter. Now, that oppositions with Jupiter aren't like oppositions with other planets because Jupiter always sprinkles some good fortune on it. And for you, again, there might be talk of traveling, of expanding, of growing, but these conversations connected to other countries, connected to study, you're whirring around and you really want to do it. Don't jump in too much. The only other thing with Jupiter is we can overpromise with the Mercury opposition. I mean, you're very keen, you're very excitable, you're very energized this week. Use that in a grounded way. Use your earthy Taurian ways to ground yourself, and wow, you can achieve great things. And Mercury is also trine Neptune, the spiritual. So again, it's all about your soul connected to things. You might notice some strange coincidence or a conversation that is bizarre and fulfilling, or brings an answer to something you were querying in the past. We're going through a deep healing as well with the Sun trine Chiron, but we're confident in being able to heal things, and yours happens to be around your home and family. And also, I don't know if you've ever kind of done any ancestral healing or thought about your ancestors' history, your grandparents, what were the patterns in their life? Do you know anything about your great-grandparents? Might be worth looking into this week because there's some sort of ancestral pattern that can be healed. Mercury's opposing Pluto, which is a lot more serious than Mercury opposing Jupiter, because Pluto is the lord of transformation, change, endings, and finales. So be careful, because it's like you might be laying down the gauntlet saying, right, I'm not going to do this, or someone else may be poking your buttons and you end communication with someone. So just be a little bit cautious of that. I mean, sometimes we do need to end things with people, and maybe it's not normally in your nature because you're very loyal, and the people that mean a lot to you tend to mean a lot to you forever. So, there may be a flavour of endings this week. Have a stunning week, my darlings, and you take care, and I'll speak to you soon. go, check out my new film on my fabulous psychics. A lot of people ask me for readings. I don't do them anymore, but for over 20 years, I've had an award-winning team of psychics that I truly hand-pick. So check out the film, let me know what you think.
The purpose of a reading, I feel, is very much to inspire people and to empower people.
It's about hope. It's about guidance.
Using a phone or being with you, it will be the same because the matter is spiritual.
It's very important for me that the client feels spirit with them. So it was a psychic reading.
I don't remember the readings right after because it's not myself giving that, it's actually coming from spirit.
And it is a bit like a three-way conversation. I've got the person on the phone, I've got me, and I've got another voice that's telling me things.
I even shock myself, things that I come up with, and I think, how did I get that?
I'm channeling messages only for one purpose, to help people.
It's been able to help somebody have a map back to where they've got lost from.
My priority is to connect to your truth and have the best life that you can have.
I think in my readings people feel a sense of a safe space where they can really be themselves, let go.
You need a feeling of being understood because reading should be empowering.
I will make sure when the reading is finished that you're happy with everything.
I couldn't do anything else. It's part of who I am. It's what I came here for, obviously.
And when they come back and tell you they've got their dream job or the love of their life, that really makes me feel like I'm valued.
I love to hear a sigh of relief. A lot of weight has been lifted off their shoulders.
We have the answers that we are looking for within ourselves. I know I have the tools to help you.
Everything begins and ends with you.